Tonight, the outcome of this heated race would be known. Over 6,000 students cast their ballots. Of the 30 voters we interviewed for this next segment, 16 voted for Hurtado, the rest didn't vote, and no one that we talked to that day voted for Chappell. Here are some examples.
Yeah, can I ask you how you voted?
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't vote?
No.
Why?
I don't know, I just haven't had any interest in the issues, and I don't really give it.
How'd you vote?
I voted for Hurtado.
You did? Why?
Well, the flyer that came out put up by Chappell really kind of turned me off to his side. I thought that was pretty sad. There was a lot of politics I just didn't want to see anymore after Watergate.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you how you voted and who you...
I voted for Rowland.
You voted for Rowland Hill, huh? Well, he lost. Who are you voting for in the presidential race?
In the presidential race?
Yeah.
Well, who's with Rowland?
Mike Hurtado.
I don't know. I don't even know him. I just know Rowland because he's a friend.
I see.
That's about it.
Who did you vote for?
So I voted for Mike Hurtado.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I see Chappell as a conservative candidate basically because of his isolationist attitudes toward Cal Poly. He doesn't want to go outside Cal Poly for extra efforts for, let's say, fundraising or going to the state level and getting things done there. Whereas Mike, I think he won't be just an on-campus president. I think he'll also try and help Cal Poly off campus, where I think where the muscle really is. It's at the state level, not at the campus level. I mean, if you want car washes, fine. You can, mess around here. But if you want to get something accomplished, something statewide, something that more or less establishes student rights, such as dorm licenses and things like this, Mike is not afraid to fight the administration instead of going along with him placidly, such as Chappell plans to do.
I'd like to ask you who you voted for. You haven't voted for anyone? Do you plan to?
No.
Okay. Why?
I don't know anybody that's running.
Vote for
Hurtado.
Mike Hurtado?
Right.
Why is that?
Because I thought he was the best candidate for the job and supports women's rights, and I'm interested in seeing women get a few things on campus.
Who do you think will win?
I'm not sure. I really hope Hurtado does, but there seems to be a lot of, unethical politicking around here. So it's hard to say who will win, but I'm really hoping for Hurtado because I think he's the best man for the job.
We have just a few more minutes to end this 3-week campaign. I was just going to ask you one simple question. How do you think you're going to do?
Well, we got in about 5,250 votes. That's about 300 more votes than we got the previous election. And I think that's, I don't really see Chappell's supporters putting out 300 votes, especially last week. They really went out and recruited. All the little things that they pulled were able to get all those votes. I don't see that many more votes going for their side. But, I think that a lot of people seen through the election. It was 1 week was enough for people to back off and actually see what they were doing, what they were voting for. And I think that this 1 week might have helped us.
We have a winner by over 800 votes. With 3,024 votes, the winner is Mike Hurtado.
Mike Hurtado takes it with 800 votes. That's amazing. He came from last week. He was behind by 30. And Mike Hurtado, 25-year-old Chicano, will be our first minority president of the 69 elected here on this campus.
Well, it's really great, and I'd like to thank everybody. If I was to be asked where my strongest support came from, I'd have to say that I feel at this time the strongest emphasis would be by the women. I think the women really
Went all out.
Yeah, went all out.
Where do you think you picked up the 800 votes inside of a week, other than the women?
I think also some of the Chappell people, I went out and spoke to them. I talked to them about who I really was, and I think that their fears kind of went away and actually believed in me. And I had to say something to the, I don't want to say my opponent, that sounds like we're in a wrestling match, but the other candidate. I'd like to say that the people that supported him, I don't have any personal vendetta against anyone, and I like to work with them, and like them to know that we're working for each other. I'm not working against them, but for all of us together. And I just hope that we can get the campus together, because it's been polarized, And I think that'll be the main thing to work on this next year.